welcome to my very unexpected live tonight. I wasn't expecting to go on this evening, to be honest. I'm going to be doing live reaction to Liverpool Marseille, as stated on one of my channel listings, basically. That should be about 11, half 11 tomorrow for those who want to stay up. I can't do it straight after the match because basically family have intruded as per usual, so yes, I will change that, but it will be about 11, half 11. But yeah, I wasn't expecting to be on this evening. I've actually just come back from the gym. Yes, I know, right, me going to the gym. And basically, long story short, Liverpool have just had their press conference because obviously they've got the match against Marseille. Obviously, I mean, we don't know how important it's going to be because obviously it depends who's. I mean, that next Wednesday against Karabag is going to be completely and utterly insane because there's probably about 16, 17 teams that can go through in the top 8 at the minute. Obviously, Man City have lost tonight. Lol. So yeah, I mean, I've got to be honest, I'm not particularly expecting us to beat Marseille. If we could avoid losing and do our speciality of drawing, that would be absolutely wonderful. Anyway, long story short, I was on my way home and I noticed that Arne's just done his press conference. And I thought, oh, all right, fair enough, I'll take a quick look. And it started with Milos Kerkez, and basically, just the usual standard player interview. So they asked Milos how he's settling, was there a team meeting after the weekend, and so on and so forth. Do you think you played a little bit better? I thought it was interesting that they actually asked him, funnily enough, about his relationship with Cody Gakpo, because I know obviously there's been quite a bit of criticism, because obviously at the start, it's a bit weird because obviously Gakpo started off the season quite well and Milos Kerkez was not so good, it's fair to say. And it's kind of completely flipped now. Like literally everyone that you meet just loves Milos bloody Kerkez now, whereas like, I don't know, a couple of months he couldn't have got arrested in Liverpool basically. And now obviously everyone's like totally not thrilled with Gakpo or whatever, so I thought that was quite interesting. And then basically we moved on to Arne Slot, and for the start it was oh, let's have a look. Hello Abel, how you doing, mate? You all right? Yeah, it started off as just a normal press conference, to be honest, and then the last 6-7 minutes it was just like this, I don't know, it was like a scene from bloody Game of Thrones in the Red Wedding. It just went absolutely insane. So, like, they asked Slot about the losing run. Well, not the losing run, but obviously the Burnley draw, excuse me, and just everything that's going on. And there were a few questions from the French journalists about Arne's time at Feyenoord, because I think last time Arne played at Marseille, there was they beat Feyenoord, I believe. I think it was still, it might have been the back end of COVID, because they were basically saying that they couldn't get like all the Marseille fans in, so I'm guessing it was the COVID time. So it was when basically Arne Slot got Feyenoord to the Europa League final, which they lost to Roma, if memory serves me right. Let me just go to somewhere a little bit more lighter here. And yeah, so they're asking Slot all these questions. A couple of the French journalists comes in, and they're asking these normal bog standard questions that you'd expect to hear. And then it got to the last sort of 5 or 6 minutes, and I don't know who the journalist was, but there was this one presumably French journalist. I mean, I don't know, but he spoke very, very good English. I'm assuming he was French. Anyway, I mean, obviously you can watch the press conference yourself and make your own judgments and stuff, but the one French journalist basically turned around and said, right, Arne, I've got to ask you this question. I'm paraphrasing. I've got to ask you this question while you're here. What do you think about the rumours about Xabi Alonso? And what do you think about the booing at the game? And have you spoken to Xabi Alonso about the manager's position? And honest to God, press conferences for me, I think they're like way hyped up, and they've been turned into this thing like, look, it's just a manager speaking about a game at the end of the day, and I find most of them dull and completely boring and uninteresting. But honestly, it was like literally, I was on my way home from the gym, and yeah, I was having a bit of water. I nearly spat it out on the bus. I was literally like, what the hell did he just ask him? And honestly, unsurprisingly, it actually threw Arne. It threw him off for a good couple of seconds, because he was just literally, he tried to be a bit sarcastic, and he was like, oh yeah, I speak to Xabi all the time, and like, I'm going to have a discussion with him about basically taking over the Liverpool job, ha ha ha. But then he was sort of like, that's the weirdest question I've ever been asked. And he sort of danced around it. I mean, he spoke about the crowd, obviously, because I mean, look, at the end of the day, the crowd booed, and that's more than fair enough. The fans pay the money at the end of the day, and the performance was absolutely disgusting. It was wretched. So yeah, the crowd are more entitled, and I think Arne answered that fair enough. But literally, he just looked really weirded out. Like, I can't believe someone's just asked me that question. And I suppose fair play to the French journalist, to be honest, because like, I just don't think that literally there was like, I don't think there was a gasp or anything, but I just don't think anyone was expecting him to be asked a question like that. Basically, honestly, it threw me off completely and utterly. And from there, honestly, the last 4 or 5 minutes of that press conference, I mean, I won't go as far as it was bizarre, but it was just like, you can I'm not going to say Slot was rattled, but because obviously he's very, very calm, he's cool, collected, Dutch, very cool and everything, but you could just see there was a little bit of a tell then. He was like, not thrilled with that question, to be honest. And you could see a little bit of a flash on his face. I mean, maybe it was just me making too much out of it. You could see a little bit of a flash on his face, as if to say, you cheeky little you know what. Let me just read the comments. The first thing you should know about this project when you're... okay. Thank you, Jan, for that. Harlow Creed said hi. Hi, Harlow. How you doing? You're all right, mate. To be honest, it's probably not enough for me to go live, but like, basically, I was going to do a short, and I just thought, well, because I usually do shorts about Liverpool. My channel's Geek Boy does what's the playlist? Geek Boy does Liverpool, by the way, and it's on Geek Boy Meta 7381. Like I said, I usually, if there's press conference stuff, I usually do like shorts and stuff. Or I'll do a vlog, but I just thought I'd go live on this, because honestly, it really, really weirded me out, to be honest. Yeah, it was, I mean, whether this is the thing that breaks the dam, I don't know, but I mean, it's the first time Slots really, really had questions about a replacement. I mean, I think that obviously there were a lot of people who were very, very angry after the PSV 4-1. I do remember, like, a lot of people were, like, basically asking, what do you think about your position and so on and so forth. And I do wonder if he'd lost that game to West Ham, whether Arne would have been gone. I think there's a fairly good chance he would have been gone. But, yeah, let me just take this hood off. Yeah, no, to be honest, folks, that's pretty much it, to be honest. I won't keep you too long, but it just really weirded me out. And then, basically after that, I think there was it might have been an English journal, I don't know if it was Adam Crafton or someone along them lines, but then someone asked him about, obviously, Mo Salah. Obviously, you would expect them to ask that. And Arne straight past it. He was like, yeah. He's been back, and he did really well with Egypt, and yada, 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 and so on and so forth. And so he was all right. And then it was literally the last question, and someone asked him about it again. And you could just tell in his voice, like I said, maybe it's just me, I don't know, but like, obviously I've been watching Slot for a little bit now, like most of us, and he's very cool, calm and collected, but he looked slightly annoyed that he was being asked to repeat his answer. And I just thought that was a bit telling, to be honest. And yeah, so we repeated basically the whole thing, like, yes, me and Mo are fine, blah 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 blah. And I'm trying to think how he ended it, but it was something on the lines of, we'll see if Mo is in the team tomorrow. And then he looked at the fellow and said, and let's see if you still think there's an issue then. And it was proper like, oh, that's look, I mean, it could just be me. I don't know. It could just be a gobby Leeds lad who thinks there's been a bit of drama here and there, you know what I mean? But like, it basically, like I said, long story short, folks. So like I said, I won't be on too long because I'm not actually meant to be on tonight. But it just looked like a normal press conference with a straight bat interview with a player, like you do with the Champions League, and then a little bit of an interview with Slot, and then everyone goes home and everyone's happy. But that last 5 minutes was just like proper, like, what is going on here? Like, he didn't look. I don't think he was enraged, Slot, or anything like that. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think he was expecting me. Hello. I don't think he was expecting to be asked as bluntly as that about Xabi Alonso. Like I said, I don't know who the journalist was, but I mean, in a way, fair play to him, because that was, yeah, it was one of the most bluntest questions I've ever seen, to be honest. So, yeah, like I said, it's just weirded me out a little bit. Let me have a look. Broke the back. You're telling me this dude ain't got no sugar in his tank? Damn, that's news to me. Damn it. Okay, cool. Cheers, Brokeback. Interesting name, by the way, Phil. Yeah, like I said, it was just really, really weird. Now, look, I mean, obviously, it just depends. Hi, yeah, how you doing? You all right? Yes. I don't. How are the Arsenal getting on? I'm literally just going to the pub. I'm going to grab a swift half and watch a bit of the game. I'm assuming you're winning. Yeah, no, it was just it's probably not as weird as I'm making out, to be honest, but I just thought to myself, it was just so blunt, even by the English media standards. I mean, whether this goes anywhere now, I don't know, but you can imagine. I mean, look, obviously I've done it myself. Arsenal winning 2-1. Oh, what a surprise. We might as well just give you the Champions League and League, yeah, and have done with it, to be honest, at this point. By the way, if you're wondering where I am in somewhere called Wellington Place in Leeds, where I'm from. Very, very nice area. I have to be a little bit careful because there's, as my son would say, there's one or two sussy security guards wandering about. So I'll take you through Leeds actually for a couple of minutes. Yeah, look, I mean, yeah, like I said, I'm usually not lost for words, folks, but I am actually struggling. This is probably not the best idea to do a live stream, to be honest, but there's definitely going to be something made of this now in the media. Definitely. Hey, Finn, how you doing? You all right? Let's have a look. I'm fine, yeah, thank you. Winning 2-1, yeah, Jesus. Well, not quite. There has been some comparisons over the years. Finn, I'm watching you. Thank you very much, Finn. Love you. I love you, man, as well. Where am I? I am in Leeds, Finn. So this is an area called Wellington Place. It's a really, really nice area. There's like loads of office parks and stuff around here. And I know it's a bit weird because it's quite a sort of posh area of Leeds, but I actually just like walking around the complex because obviously I've been on like a bit of a wellness thing, as you guys know, long-term subscribers. I know it seems a bit weird because it is like 9:30 and I look like a crazy person, but when I was going through all my stuff in the summer, I found that I actually really liked walking and stuff, and yeah. I've just taken to it. So yeah, every now and again I just wander the streets of Leeds, as you do. But yeah, no, I have literally just been to the gym. So yeah, just came back, and then like I said, I saw this thing about Slot, and oh, don't worry, yeah, I'll be absolutely fine. Don't worry about it. I've walked this city for like literally 30 years. Um, I've seen every single crazy person you can imagine in Yorkshire, to be honest. But yeah, and like I said, I was literally on my way home. Like I said, I was going to go and watch a bit of the Arsenal match in the pub just on the way home. And by the way, if anyone should anyone have the missus's details, please don't tell her. Because I was supposed to be going to the gym, having a little walk, and then going home. But I might go via a public house of some description, possible. Yes, this is Wellington Place, by the way. Not too bad, is it? Yeah, no, going back to what I was saying, folks, to be honest, and I'll probably wrap it up because, like, it is quite cold out here. But I just wonder what's going to be made of this now, because I mean, I haven't looked at BBC Sport or The Guardian or anything like that, but I'm imagining that this is going to get carried by quite a few different people. Because, like I said, it was just so blunt. I mean, like I said, I wasn't expecting Arne to be asked anything to do with that, to be honest. But obviously now he has inadvertently mentioned Alonso himself, and obviously you know how people spin them. I mean, technically, obviously, I've kind of done it myself as well. To be honest, I probably should have put on a slot asked about Liverpool job and not mentioned Alonso, but it just weirded me out so much. Literally in my thumbnail, I was just like, Alonso. But yeah, no, it's definitely going to get carried, this. I mean, I do feel a bit bad for Arne. Jesus, Finn, thanks for that. Someone's just sneezed, and I've just seen your comments have looked behind you, and then someone sneezed. Honestly, I don't usually swear, but I nearly shit myself. Bloody hell. Yeah, no, don't worry, I'll be absolutely fine, folks. I will be fine. Like I said, I know this city like the back of my hand. It's fine. Let's have a look. Yeah, you can go away, sunshine. I don't know what that is. Let's have a look. Yeah, sorry about that, folks. I don't know who the hell that was. Stop loitering. What an idiot. It's my city, mate, and I'm walking back to my house at the minute. What an absolute prat. Yeah, like I said, I definitely think there's going to be some repercussions about this. Yeah, 6-7 thing, yes. Like I said, I do feel very, very sorry for the Gaffer, just in respect of now that he's been asked about this. I think the floodgates are going to open. He's just going to get asked and asked over and over and over again now. Yes, Finn, I get it, 6-7, thank you. Whether it leads to anything, I mean, honestly, I don't know, but like the fact it is out there now that he has been asked about Alonso, and like I said, I thought Arne dealt with it quite well, but it was just the fact that he did look slightly weirded out and just a tad annoyed, as he would be, as any of us would be if someone was talking about our jobs. And you just wonder whether he's going to get this every single time now. I mean, especially God forbid we lose the match tomorrow. I mean, I'm not remotely confident about this Marseille match at all. Because obviously they're a very, very good coach. I mean, someone actually mentioned Roberto De Zerbi to Arne as well. And what do you think of him as a coach? Which I thought was a little bit sneaky, because they were asking, do you think he's got the capability of managing a really big club in England? Which is just like, yeah, well, that's a that's a bit of a strange way of basically hinting that Roberto De Zerbi could be in line for the Liverpool job, basically. I don't know, but yeah, it's yeah, I mean, I don't know really, folks, to be honest. Like I said, it's probably a bit of a really weird reason to go live. Like I said, I'm not going to be on too long, to be honest, guys, because yeah, I want to get indoors, but I just thought the press conference was very, very strange, to be honest. And like I said, whether it leads to anything, I really couldn't tell you. But now the floodgates have been opened. Alonso has been mentioned, and look, obviously everyone knows that Xabi is available now. Everyone knows that he is a Liverpool legend. And look, obviously no one's asked Xabi Alonso about this. In fact, let me come away from the road, folks. I'll just walk you around this way. It's cold. My dog died tomorrow. Well, sorry if your dog has died, but how do you know he's died tomorrow? Yeah. Yeah, folks, like I said, just to my penguin fell down the stairs. Yes, Finn, thank you for that. Yeah, look, folks, like I said, I mean, I think if he loses tomorrow, I mean, this is the trouble that you've got with Arne now. I mean, he's technically not lost a match since November. And I mean, we are actually, I was reading this the other day, if you can actually believe this, we are on one of the best runs, right? Get this, in European football at the minute. It's like a top 10 run, top 5 or 6 or something like that. I mean, it doesn't seem it because we've been playing like crap basically. But like I said, I just feel a bit. Like I said, I mean, I felt sorry for like having to go at the Gaffer myself, bearing in mind obviously he's won the league and everything, but that wasn't cool at the weekend, as most of you know. I did a live stream and I basically shot from the hip. I was not best pleased that we had drawn with Burnley. In fact, I was absolutely bloody livid about it, to be honest. So yeah, I can understand the crowd booing and stuff like that, but yeah, look, folks, like I said, I don't know. I just think this could have opened the floodgates now that someone has quite mischievously asked about Xabi Alonso. I mean, I don't want to go all conspiracy theorist, but you do wonder whether that question was, I'm not going to say planted, but obviously clubs have friends in the media. I'm not suggesting FSG have asked a French journalist to ask the question, obviously, but maybe I am suggesting that FSG may have asked a French journalist to ask the question. I don't know. But yeah, I think basically, look, to finish this up, folks, I think Arne could really seriously do with winning a match and winning a couple. Because, yeah, just because, I mean, like I said, the Alonso thing's out of the bag now. He has actually been name-checked in a press conference, and that is not helpful to the Gaffer at all. But yeah. Like I said, I'll be back on, folks, tomorrow night. At least you got a little bonus of seeing me this evening anyway. Sorry, I'll just come away from the traffic. We win 4-2 tomorrow. Remember that I'm going to be right. I hope so, Finn. I hope so, mate. I would definitely take 4-2, but I'll take that right now. I always enjoy being on your live streams. You're my favourite and closest YouTube friend. Oh, thank you, Finn. Thank you, Finn. You too as well, mate. Like I said, I saw one of your shorts, Finn, actually, on YouTube when I was at lunch earlier. It was one that just came on my feed. I can't remember what it was now. It was one of your figure ones, and it very just quickly went across my feed. I think it was it possibly Xavier Woods? I'm not too sure, but it looked quite cool. So yeah, just keep it up, my friend. Keep it up. Like I said, you'll be getting paid to do this quicker than I will. Anyway, but yeah. Yeah, cheers, Finn. Thank you very much, mate. Right, guys, like I said, this was just a very, very short one. I've just come from the gym. I'm absolutely shattered, and I'm going to take advantage, and I'm going to go to the public house. Hopefully, yeah, might see an equaliser. I'm joking. But yeah, I'm going to go and try and see the last. Well, it's 20 to 10 now. Right, there's a boozer not far from here, so I might be able to see the last 10 minutes of the Arsenal game. Like I said, guys, while I've got you on, thank you, appreciate you watching the videos, generally means so much. But no problem, dude, no problem. I'd watch Warfare if I could, but you'll have this one day, mate, when you have... oh, God, I nearly just walked into that then, by the way. See that lamppost? I nearly just walked into that. What an idiot. Yeah, when you have children and wives, Finn, one day, you will understand why I can't watch more of your videos, or anyone else's for that matter. I have very, very limited time, but yes, I will try and watch as many as I possibly can do, my friend. Yeah, like I said, folks, I'll be, just very quickly actually, I will be back on definitely tomorrow for live reaction. However, I'm going to have to change the start time, so you may end up missing some of it. I'm going to watch it with my brother tomorrow. I don't think I'll be anywhere near back at Casa Meta, shall we say, until it's going to be 11:30 at best. So I'll probably still do the live, obviously, if anyone's still up at that point. But yeah, you may not see it because it will probably be like 11:30, something along them lines. If not, obviously, video will be on YouTube, audio and podcast as per usual. So if you miss me tomorrow night, it'll be on like the next day, so just watch it. Well, watch it please, excuse me, that was quite rude, wasn't it? Just watch it. Yeah, and then after that I'll be doing AEW live reaction. That'll be on the Thursday, and then Friday I'm doing something or other. What the hell is it I'm doing on Friday? That is a very good question. Oh, Ghana night. There's going to be like loads and loads of like Ghana stuff, because most of you know that I'm like British Ghanaian. And yeah, there'll be one or two Ghana versus England mentions as well on Friday. So yeah, just keep an eye out for that. And then yeah, I'll be on SmackDown on Saturday. Probably Bournemouth and Liverpool on Saturday as well, and then the next week I'll be doing the Royal Rumble as well. So yeah, cool, nice one. Nice one. I appreciate you going live. Keep it good work. We'll be making soon. You're going to take me soon. Oh, I don't know, Finn, but well, you've just hit 2,320. Mate, I'm miles behind you, Finn. I'm about 900 behind you. Bloody hell. And you only started about one day ago. These bloody young people, honestly. No, mate, honestly, your videos are way better than mine. I'm just literally an old man who roughly knows how to press live and knows a little bit about Liverpool and wrestling. Like, honestly, Finn, like the bits and pieces you can do, mate, the way you put the videos together, like, mate, it's really, honestly, it's really, really sound like really good. I mean, I haven't actually got a clue how you actually do them, to be honest. Like, my son probably knows, but, you know. Let's have a look. Yeah, 3-1. Oh, 3-1 to the Arsenal. Oh, there we go. Arsenal. Yeah. Literally, yeah. Yes, well done, yeah. Do you know what? To be honest, just before I go, I'd like to see what the odds are on Arsenal winning the Champions League and the league. I really, really would, yeah, to be honest. I mean, obviously, look, it's going to be very, very difficult to you, but look, I think you've won the league already, to be honest. I just don't think there's anyone that can live with Arsenal at the minute. I think they're just getting a bit nervous because of some of the draws, but look, Arsenal will be absolutely fine. I think they'll win the league by a good 10, 15 points, to be honest. So I think they'll be fine on that. Obviously, Champions League's a little bit tougher, but I mean, then again, like, who... If you look at Arsenal, to be honest, I can't believe I'm ending the bloody Liverpool chat talking about Arsenal, but I mean, if you look in Europe, I mean, who's actually better than Arsenal? You've got to ask the question. I mean, obviously not to be offensive yet, I'd probably just say Paris Saint-Germain on their day as slightly, just, and I do mean just, hair's breadth, maybe a tad better than Arsenal. But, I mean, I could be wrong. I think Arsenal are better than Bayern. I think they're better than Real Madrid. I think Arsenal absolutely thrashed Barcelona. I mean, you never know. It could be Arsenal versus Liverpool. That could be entertaining, couldn't it? Get off my channel. No, I'm only joking, No, but yeah, no, I'm not surprised you put money down. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Oh, let me have a look. Finn, I use CapCut to edit. Oh, thank you, Finn. CapCut. Right, tell you what. Let me. I'm just going to take a photo of that if you don't mind. There we go. Right, yeah, I've just taken an image, Finn, because I've been thinking about mixing up my mixing, because I use Adobe Premiere, because obviously mine's not quite as like scientific as yours. Basically, I literally just like, I just go to places like Comic Cons and Liverpool games with no plan whatsoever, find a load of like random things, put them together on Adobe and just hope that it actually works. But it really goes wrong sometimes. So that vlog that I did of the Liverpool Arsenal game, by the way, thank you for everyone for all the comments and the likes. However, when I watched it, to my horror, I discovered that one of the goals was missing. So the goal that Florian Wirtz scored basically was not on the vlog, which I showed to my mother and my brother, which was hugely embarrassing, to be honest. But yeah, no, it's just one of these. I do need to get better at it, but I am just one of these. I just throw the. I mean, I didn't think I was going to come on tonight, to be honest at all. But like, I will just think of something. It'll just hit me basically. So yeah, no, we'll see, dude. I would like to do it. I would like to do it, but we'll just have to see how it goes. Very entertaining. I appreciate your kind comments about me. Genuinely, thank you so much. No problem, mate. Stay safe and have a great night. 12 minutes left. Oh, nice one. Oh, well, if there's only 12 minutes, is it worth me going to the pub? Yeah, I might just go to Wetherspoons, actually. Don't worry about it, man. You've got to keep up the good work. I will do, Finn. Right, guys. Cool. Nice one. Oh, thank you, Finn. You as well. You as well, mate. Thank you everyone for watching this very, very, like, unannounced live stream. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow, hopefully about 11 o'clock. If not, I'll catch you about 10:30 the next day. Right, guys. Bye-bye from Leeds, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.